The first one of 65 exclusive to North America 2024 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio Carbon Editions are here. And now we have it here for the day to show you guys what's new, what's changed, what's exclusive, what makes this edition so amazing. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where we did it. We got one. A 2024 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio Carbon Edition, only one of 65, exclusive to North America, 65 Giulias, 65 Stelvios, and we've gotten 2 Stelvios on the channel, but this is our first Giulia Quadrifoglio Carbon Edition, done in Rosso Etna, exposed carbon roof, gold calipers. I mean, this is the spec. So I'm here at Alfa Romeo, Central Florida. Been a little while, but I'm here with something special to start back getting some videos here. And with that said, this looks phenomenal. We're gonna do a spin around this thing, do the sticker breakdown, see everything you need to see about what makes the Carbon Edition so special as these Quadrifoglio models are on their way out here in the United States. So with that said, let's get right to it. A big shout out to Alfa Romeo Central Florida for letting me take a spin around this beautiful carbon fiber Quadrifoglio. This Carbon Edition is gorgeous, but it's all thanks to them. So make sure you guys check the link in the description for their website, for their phone number. Get this car, get this out of this dealership and into your driveway today. So here it is. You guys were probably wondering, after I got 2 Stelvio Carbon Editions months ago, you guys are like, where's the Giulias? Here we are. Without further ado, the first Giulias are finally starting to trickle in. And as you guys can see, this one is in a spec that is drop dead gorgeous. All right, this is the most option out Carbon Edition I believe you can get with the Rosso Etna paint, because you cannot get it in Verde Montreal, which would give it a bigger price point when it comes to the paint color. And obviously with this one, we have an exposed carbon fiber roof, which is a big option as well. So this is spec'd up. This is the one you're gonna want. This is the one that we want to show for the first one on the channel. So with no further ado, Rosso Etna paint, as you guys will see, this is the best red currently you can get in any Alfa Romeo model, and it looks gorgeous. Look at the flake, look at the shine, and I wish that my camera would do the best at showing it, but obviously you're gonna have to come see it in person in order to get the full effect. Now, for the Carbon Edition, the front fascia doesn't change much, but what you will see is the Scudetto up front that has the carbon fiber finish. Now with this setup, we do have a new grille pattern for 2024, as you guys will see. And then we also have the active carbon fiber front lip that retracts at 70 miles per hour for downforce. We've always had that, so that's something that will come on Quadrifoglios. What's new for 2024 are the 3+3 LED headlamps, as you guys will see, with the black housing. It also has a clover leaf right there in between, and the reflectors done in orange with the Alfa Romeo script right there. So you guys have seen that in 2024 models. And then for the Quadrifoglio models, we have the nostrils in the hood to help this model breathe, because we have a beast underneath, which we'll talk about in just a moment and we will hear. And obviously this is a carbon fiber roof, which is dry carbon fiber on the other side, painted over in that beautiful Rosso Etna. So you take a look at the front fascia and that's what you get. Now the side profile, what stands out the most is the gold calipers. So on the Carbon Edition, you get gold calipers. Now this is not anything that you can get on any other Giulia Quadrifoglio in the 2024 model year, unless you have an Anniversario Edition, which those were even more limited here in the United States and limited globally, as they were an international model versus these being United States or North American exclusive. So with that said, you do have the gold calipers there with the black script, drilled brakes, which are Brembo brakes for the rotors, all right? 19-inch dark 5-hole wheels, monochrome center cap, and obviously the sticky Pirelli P0 Corsa tires to help wrap it all together. Now, with that said, you will also have the clover leaf. You guys know all about that, so I shouldn't have to explain it. That only goes on the high-performing models. You also have your ventilation here for airflow. You do also have, for the Carbon Edition, the mirror caps, all right? So we have the gold calipers and mirror caps that really set it aside when it comes to the side profile, and that lets you know that we have something special. Now the side skirt here done in carbon fiber, you guys are used to, that you've seen on Quadrifoglios in all model years, so that carries over. And then you have the gloss black window moldings, the gloss black B-pillar, but for this option, we did the carbon fiber roof. Look at it, look at it, look at it. I mean, I feel like the carbon edition should come with a carbon fiber roof, but this is actually an option. I'm glad they did it. Now you also have the gloss black shark fin antenna to go with it, but with that carbon roof, it really sets this carbon edition aside because it's everywhere. You have two areas where it is in the front. You have two areas on the side profile if you count the side profile where you count the mirrors and the side skirts, but then you have the area up top when it comes to the roof, and then we gotta go to the back. Now the rear is fire. I mean, come on. The fact that you can see the red seats through it because it's not tinted yet, but then you can see the carbon fiber roof just looks really cool and meshes up very well with the carbon fiber trunk spoiler here, as you guys can see, that you get on all Giulia Quadrifoglios. But what's the difference with the carbon edition when it comes to the rear? Because the clear LED tail lamps, well, that's also brought back for the 2024 model year. But what you will see is for the carbon edition, you get a black Giulia badge, all right? So the dark mid-tone finish for the Giulia badge is for the carbon edition. So it helps darken things up, but there's no specific extra carbon in the rear. Still looks good. Obviously that carbon fiber spoiler again comes with it, and the rear diffuser, the shark fin, well, it still looks good, but it's done in the same plastic as it is with the honeycomb actual functional grille there. But other than that, you get the quad exhaust tips as you normally would, done in bright chrome. And yeah, you keep the same flavor when it comes to the styling. I mean, but nothing really different here besides that badging, but that doesn't stop it from looking drop dead gorgeous. You know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now for a powertrain that needs no introduction, I sure do like introducing it. Twin turbo, 2.9 liter, 90-degree V6 engine. This is a Ferrari V8 minus 2 cylinders. This is the fire-breathing dragon that a lot of people love about the Quadrifoglio models. Not just the 50-50 weight distribution, carbon fiber drive shaft, and the 8-speed ZF transmission that brings the power to the rear-wheel drive system. Well, it's where this comes from. It's what it can do for the car. It's the sound, it's the driving experience, it's everything. 505 horsepower here in America, 443 pound-feet of torque. So that takes you 0 to 60 in about 3.7 seconds with a top speed of 191 miles per hour. Now, you have to cover royalty in such materials like dry carbon fiber, which you will see right here underneath the hood. So you keep it protected, but you also have lightweight when it comes to the hood setup there. But again, this model is so sought after because of what it can do and the type of driver's car it is. And keep in mind that these are the last engines that we will see in these Quadrifoglio models as we move over to electric and hybrid powertrains. Now, I'm not exactly sure if they're going to do the Quadrifoglio in a hybrid powertrain, but I heard electric and around 1,000 horsepower if they do the electric model as they've told. So with that said, again, this might be the last time we're able to see and hear from this, so we're going to do just that. Now, when it comes to your trunk space, still, you keep that 13 cubic feet of space. As you guys will see, we have a 40-20-40 reverse split when it comes to the seats. All right, so you can fold those down. This is all your accessories here. Battery stowed away over here, as you guys will see. And then underneath, we have a little false floor, but there's not much under here with a tire inflate kit and a screwdriver and a tow hook. All right, so they keep it pretty simple when it comes to the rear of the Quadrifoglio models or the Giulia models in general, but that's what it is. Now, when it comes to fuel economy, you're looking at 20-17-25. That means 20 combined city and highway, 17 city, 25 highway, and of course, premium fuel for such a beast. And now that we got some overcast, perfect time to show you the lights, the tri-LEDs with the switchback LEDs to amber for the turn signals. Looking beautiful with this paint. And then you have the amber reflector right here in the carbon mirror cap. You guys can kind of see there. And then you have the reflector right there in the tail lamp with the LED tail lamp to go with it, with the turn signal integrated. Check it all out and how beautiful that all looks. So the interior, as you guys will see, and you've seen since we've been outside, you can see straight through, it is Rosso. Yes, with the carbon edition, you automatically get red seats, which means red paint, red seats. This is a red affair. So if you love red, this is going to be the car for you. So with that said, it's the sport seats you guys are used to. Nothing too crazy. They are perforated and heated. Extra thigh support there as well. For the 2024 model year, we got a couple of new things, like the digital instrument cluster here, like the 3D carbon fiber trim, which we'll see in the center console here, and right here around the bezels of the door and over the glove box as well. So 3D carbon is the wicker basket, actual like 3D carbon, as they say. It's just as they say. Now with the steering wheel, which you're used to, flat bottom steering wheel, completely in leather with Alcantara in the inners, the red start-stop button, and obviously you do have the Quadrifoglio badging right here in the central piece, done with gloss carbon fiber and aluminum as well. Column mounted paddle shifters, as you guys will see. And then you also have right here your driver assistance controls here. And then on this side, you will have your hands-free controls for your phone. And then you can also do your menu controls for your instrument cluster. We'll go through that in just a second there. And then behind it, you have your driver assistance control or lane keep right there with your lights. And then on this side, your windshield washers. Now looking at the door panel here, it is covered in leather, as you guys will see, with stitching. And again, the carbon fiber around the bezel of the aluminum door handle with the Harman Kardon speaker there as well. And then you do have the side sill. Actually, I'll show you on this side. You have the side sill with Alfa Romeo script right there. You have the dead pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal done in aluminum as well. A little extra stowage just in case you want to put any kind of belongings there. I say always put your registration and insurance there, just in case you do some spirited driving in this car. And then you also have your parking sensors, your start-stop button, and lighting controls over here with your turbine HVAC vent there. Leather on the uppers and stitching as well when it comes to the dash. And then open up the glove box, plenty of space right there. Looking really good. This is the 8.8 inch screen, I believe. I'd say 8.8, I should know by now, but it's the touch screen that you guys know from Alfa that you've known for a very long time. It's one of those things to where it's their in-house system, so it's something different, but it is not necessarily up to date. But again, for them to change all of this with these models on their way out didn't make too much sense. So it's there. You guys can also use the dial here to go through it, so you don't necessarily need the touch screen there as well. Dual zone climate controls, your heated seat and heated steering wheel controls here as well. USB 2.0, 12 volt, little extra storage, cup holder as I'm using here. All right, that 3D carbon fiber central tunnel, 2-track system for the ZF, so I can go into manual mode here. All right, reverse right there with the reverse camera, and then park right there at top. Good key fob holder there, electric parking brake. We do have our radio controls here. I can press this in to pause it, turn it up and down to turn off the radio, or press it left or right to change the stations. Our hotkeys, as I showed you, this analog dial here to change between the touchscreen there, but you also have home and settings button there. DNA drive mode selector. Advanced efficiency, best on fuel economy, best on, cruise control, highway driving, natural, everyday driving modes right there. So when you're in everyday traffic, dynamic, ooh, the exhaust valve is open. And then the damper soften. That's when you really kind of want to zip around and do your thing. And in race mode, it speaks for itself. Hold that over to make sure you're okay with engaging it, because once you do, you get this new infotainment screen, which shows the big tack right there in the center. You got the Quadrifoglio cloverleaf here, and it turns off your traction and your driver assistance. So that's why they make you hold it for 3 seconds, just to make sure that that's what you want to do when you go into race mode. You want to do this at your own risk. So with that said, it's a beautiful thing on race mode. We've driven plenty of Quadrifoglios in race mode. We will obviously not drive this one, but with that said, you do have wireless charger here, and then you have a USB 2.0 and USB-C with the aux right here, if you guys can't tell there. All right, and then with that said, you do have the key fob transmitter down there as well underneath this beautiful Rosso armrest. Now, while I can change the screens by also changing the drive modes to dynamic, natural, and advanced efficiency between that and race as well, I can also do this here and go between what information I want in the center here. So you guys will see that. Or I can press this button here on the end where it says menu view, and I can change the screens as well. So there's a couple of different things you can do too when it comes to that. Now this is going to be your radio control, so you can turn up and down the radio right here. But this is going to be your menu to change things that are in the center of your digital instrument cluster. So just keep that in mind. Now, looking up, you guys will also see Then we do have our dome light, floodlights, SOS, everything up there. We have our home link for our garage door opener here, and the headliner. The visor does have a mirror with a light. That is inside the Quadrifoglio Carbon Edition. Again, big thing to take away is just the red seats. Obviously, a lot of this other stuff comes with a Quadrifoglio 2024, but you get red seats in the Carbon Edition. Now, in the rear seat of the Carbon Edition, as you guys can see, I was sitting pretty comfortably up front, and I have knee wiggle room with the plastic backing, and it actually concaves in, so I have that knee wiggle room, but you also have some stowage here as well. And then you have your turn-by vents right here in the center with two USB 2.0 plugins and heated seats to go with it for both sides. Now, you also see in the door paneling, we get a lot of the same things as far as materials. Actually, we'll go to this side because of the sun, but a lot of the same things when it comes to materials, where the carbon fiber, aluminum, and the leather and the stitching all can join in to make one beautiful door paneling. And then obviously, we do have the sport bolstered seats in Rosso, all right, perforated leather just like up front with the armrest here that will give you those beautiful cup holders as well. And again, beautiful place to be, simple place to be, not too much, but at the same time, just enough. So here we are. Let's break down the 2024 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio Carbon Edition, because we have a base price of $81,370, but after our $1,595 destination charge, well, we're looking at a total price of $91,915. Now that's basic warranty, 4 years, 50,000, with a powertrain of 4 years, 50,000 as well. Now, how did we get here? Well, the Rosso Etna paint, that is $1,750 when it comes to the price point. The Carbon Edition package is $4,000, and that's going to give you the red leather sports seats, carbon fiber exterior mirrors, carbon fiber V Scudetto grille, the dark beaded badging, the gold painted calipers as well. And then you have the Active Assist Plus, which is our driver assistance, at $700, and the exposed carbon fiber roof at $2,500. This is it when it comes to Giulias. Now, this is everything that comes standard on a 2024 Quadrifoglio, so you guys will see that automatically on this model at the $81,370 price point for the 2024 model year. But other than that, man, this is a spec. What do you guys think about the Carbon Edition for this Giulia red on red? So with that said, worth every penny, right? For this model, $91,000 isn't really that bad, right? I say this as I'm on the hunt for a Quadrifoglio, but in a much lower and much more used range. I mean, if I had the money, gone. In my driveway, on the streets, at car shows, cars and coffees, whatever, I will be out having some fun with this thing. And hopefully I'm going to snag one soon. I'm still looking, but I haven't filmed as many videos of me shopping, but I just wanted to show this one off and show the new ones that are coming in while they're still coming in new, because again, we're doing a trickle-down effect. We're just trickling in, and we're getting them as we get them, and then once they're gone, they're gone. So, with that said, what do you guys think about the Quadrifoglio Carbon Edition of the Giulia for 2024? Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you guys check the links in the description so you guys can get Alfa Romeo Central Florida's website and their phone number. Give them a call, because this car could be waiting there for you. Now, with that said, also make sure you guys subscribe, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. We will see you guys in the next one. Peace.